Buddy, it's great to be back.
It's been a while.
Saturday afternoon, sports talk with 2/3 of the We Talk Sports Show. Mr. PJ Dolan over here coming to us live from his undisclosed location, and myself, yours truly, the rice eater, Gerald Mendoza.
A rice enthusiast.
The enthusiast is an understatement. But either way, I literally had rice and beans before coming onto the show. I'm not even joking.
Bet you did.
No, but for real, it's been a while since we've been back. But like we said, title says we are back, and most importantly, the New York Knicks are back.
Oh, baby.
Back in the win column, back on the drive, and back with a chance to do something significant. Now, a little precursor to this. I've never been the biggest basketball fan. I haven't really followed a team for most of my life. I kind of rooted for the Wizards when Bradley Beal and John Wall were there, and then when Westbrook came over, I didn't really pay attention. I knew he was doing good, but it's not like he was doing anything significant. And then I was just like, I'd never been that interested in NBA. Now, college basketball is great for me. I enjoy that. Being close to UMD my whole life, obviously, you're gonna love college basketball, but pro ball was never really my game. And I told
remind me about the college basketball thing, because I heard something on the radio the other day that was insane.
I got you. But I told PJ 2 years ago when we did an emergency show on this very YouTube channel, when the Knicks finally got into the playoffs.
First time in 8 years.
Exactly. And we did an emergency show. We broke the news to everybody, and we were on a high. And I told PJ that night, I said, listen, if the Knicks win this series, not even everything, the finals or anything, but if the Knicks win at least this series, I'm going to be an official Knicks fan for life. That'll be my team. You know how everyone gets like a one-time switch? I'm counting that as my one-time switch, all right? That's my one time. This is my new team. Never really been into basketball before, so this is going to be my team now.
Which, by the way, remind me, next time we're together, I will show you my jersey collection and bestow a jersey upon you.
I will gladly take that. But PJ, over the last 2 years, since that initial getting into the playoffs, how has it been as a Knicks fan, especially with someone who's been a Knicks fan for as long as you have?
Die hard. You all seen that picture of baby me wearing the Patrick Ewing jersey. You know what it is? Anyway. So, damn fucking right. So we lost to the Hawks, whatever. The next season was fucking garbage. And then we signed Jalen Brunson. And everyone knows how that went. I, for one, didn't hate the signing. I said he's a very solid point guard. I mean, worst case, we have a decent starter. I mean, with the contracts that are going out anyway, we're gonna have to pay someone that money. So I was fine with it, and obviously he turned out to be way more than anyone expected, and thank God for that. So obviously last year, we went on a fucking run, dude. We went on a fucking run. We were the 5 seed, made it to the playoffs, smoked Cleveland. Fucking decimated fucking Cleveland. I mean, they talk about Evan Mobley being the next Kevin Garnett. I mean, he fucking crumbled that series. We Mortal Kombat finished the Cavaliers, ripped their heart out and threw them into a fucking fan. It was bad. And then Julius Randle got hurt. Julius Randle was okay. So pretext to the playoffs last year. Julius Randle, February, hurt his ankle, and he needed surgery, but he elected to hold it off until the offseason. So he was playing on a bum ankle in the playoffs anyway. And then Mitchell Robinson got hurt. Everybody started getting hurt because the Heat play fucking dirty. By the way, you've seen how many players that they try to kill anyway. Yeah, so I mean, we lost that series fair and square. I mean, what are you gonna do? Yeah, so this year, I mean, obviously high expectations. We went into the year, we signed we kept the same group together. We had RJ, we had Emmanuel Quickly as a sixth man, Quentin Grimes, all the young guys, right? He played dirty, damn fucking right. So I mean that was the squad going into the year. We were expecting, maybe like 3-4 seed, maybe, make the second round or make it to the conference finals. Not win it, but make it past the second round. We signed Dante DiVincenzo, really good signing. Start the season honestly pretty mediocre, middle of the pack. We were about 500, and yeah, we were maybe 4 games above 500 heading into Christmas, and I was at the game Christmas Eve against the Bucks at the Garden, but then out of fucking nowhere we traded RJ and Emmanuel Quickly to Toronto, and a lot of people didn't like the move at first. I didn't have an opinion either way. I wanted to see how it played out. OG Anunoby, I mean, you heard he was an elite defender. You heard he could cover any position on the court. He's really just all over the place. He's a great player, and I didn't know how great he was. When he was healthy and Julius Randle was healthy and we had the whole squad together, we went on a 14-2 stretch, including blowout wins. We beat by 30 points or more. We beat the Nuggets by 40. We beat the Nuggets by 40. We beat the then fully healthy Sixers by 38 in Philly. We smoked the Timberwolves by 40 in Minnesota. It's not like we were beating up on bad teams. Like, we were destroying like the top teams in the league. Like, it was insane. Then we played the Heat and fucking surprised the Heat played dirty and fucking tossed Julius Randle into the ground. Shoulder blows out. So, he's been out ever since. He doesn't seem to need surgery right now. He might come back middle of March, late March, which honestly is fine by me because it gives him time to warm up for the playoffs. But yeah, I mean, salute to RJ, salute to Emmanuel Quickly. They were all great players. Love them on the Knicks, but I mean, this OG Anunoby dude has taken the team to another level. He's taken us from fringe Eastern Conference Finals appearance to legitimate contenders when we're fully healthy. We are legitimate contenders. And the other player we got, it was a shoe-in, kind of just threw him into a trade, was Precious Achiuwa. He's a center he was Toronto's backup center. So he came in and he was our third string center. Obviously Mitchell Robinson was hurt, so Isaiah Hartenstein was starting, but then he had an Achilles injury. He didn't tear it, but he was out for a couple games. Precious Achiuwa comes in. He plays like 45 minutes a night during the stretch. He's putting up like 20 points, like 20 boards. Like, he's playing lights fucking out. So shout out to Precious Achiuwa. Tom Thibodeau's defensive schemes have done wonders for him. I was telling Gerald before, I have League Pass, and I promised myself when the Knicks were finally like a legit team again, I would not miss a minute. And I legitimately have sat down and watched every Knicks game. And when this team is fully healthy, we can go head to head with fucking anybody. I don't care.
Well, honestly, like I said, this is even for me. Like, even I've been distant from the sport, distant from the team for quite a while, but just jumping into, even I know there's something special about what's going on in New York right now, and the fact that there's finally. It's not just like, oh, we're excited because this is something new. Now it's the expectation that's being met of a better than solid team that still has a higher ceiling to go to, because we are still missing a couple pieces, but once you get them in, you're only going to be better for it.
Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson is going to come back. I mean, Mitchell Robinson was lights out in the playoffs last year, dude. It was fucking insane. And then in the offseason, you know what? Say we lose in the conference finals or lose in the second round again, you have like 8 draft picks in the next 2 drafts. Go make a move.
Right.
Like we are in such a golden position right now. I've seen them blow it so many times, Gerald. I can't trust it until I see it. Like
That's
I just need it to happen this
I
once.
I get that. I get that because if I can equate it to anything, and I think you might understand here, for me, switching over to a different sport, for me, the difference maker in this situation is for the Orioles, who have had their flashes of good fun, of good management. Shout out Buck Showalter, who I still admire as a great manager who should be picked up by a team somewhere. I don't believe he's
Sure.
employed right now. I can't imagine anyone thinking he's not valuable to an MLB franchise in some capacity, whether he be a GM or a manager again or president of baseball ops or something.
Yeah.
But Buck Showalter should be employed by the MLB in some capacity. Listen, it's a tragedy in the sport if Angel Hernandez has a secure position in his job and Buck Showalter doesn't. That is a tragedy of sport right there. But
this is Angel Hernandez slander pod.
it's absolutely every single chance we get, Angel Hernandez is going to get slapped in the face verbally. And if I could punch him, I would. Anyway, because here's the thing, because it's international too. Last year, I went to the World Baseball Classic in Miami. They were hosting one of the groups
by
there.
the way, what a fucking tournament!
What an amazing tournament, dude! I was there live.
That was the most fun I've had watching baseball in years, dude.
Look, there's no stress. There's no nothing like that. And you know why? They still play with old rules too. Mostly old rules.
And it's not like they were half-assing; like they were going for it.
No, that's the whole point. That is the whole point. Is that these people are
Ohtani Mike Trout's showdown to decide the series.
The final.
God.
That,
oh my God!
Listen. That is going to be in 2027 when it comes back around. That's going to be the second part of a potentially, well, actually, a double part in the second year of a 3-year bender for international sports for this country. 2026, we got a World Cup coming in.
Is it going to be in Miami again?
Most likely Miami. Hey, listen, I'll go to Miami. I got an uncle in Fort Lauderdale. He'll let us use a car.
I'll go. I'm there.
Honestly, that's what we did. We just booked an Airbnb or a VRBO or something like that. And like, I slept on a couch. I don't care. I'm in Miami watching World Baseball Classic with Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Venezuela, Nicaragua, and the country that shall not be named at this moment for many reasons. But no, oh man, it was just so much fun, man. The people in Miami, if you've ever been to Miami, the people in Miami, if you give them a good time, they'll make it even better. That's just the way they are.
Bro,
and I'm not talking about white tourists who come in for spring break. I'm talking about the people who live there.
Yeah,
they just make it that much better. The atmosphere, that Nicaragua Dominican game that I went to was insane. I was mad we had to leave early because I missed the Puerto Rico Dominican Republic game, which is one of the classics in international baseball. That game goes insane. And in Miami, where two major population groups in both of those countries are, dude. That I promise you, that entire stadium was shaking the entire game. That's the intensity that.
Dude, we had gone on a trip to Nashville. Like me, John, Corey, and all them. Like we had a trip in Nashville, and like we were supposed to be going out drinking and shit, but we were so wrapped into the fucking classic that we stayed in and like watched all the games.
No, dude, it was insane. It's like it's wall to wall because then in the midnight hour or the early morning hours, then you have the Asian time demographic, the ones in Taiwan. Did you see that stadium in Taiwan, bro?
Yes, it was nuts.
They got cheerleaders. They got the entire stadium in sync. It puts Tomahawk Chop to shame, bro. Like
it's crazy, bro.
How could you not love
party over there, bro? It's
how can you not love? How can you not be romantic about baseball?
Literally, bro.
It's just. But back to my point. So the Orioles, 2 years ago, picked it up after being three consistent years of bottom of the barrel, which I've lived in before. I understand it happens. We were in a rebuild. We sold a lot of pieces. We were building up prospects, and I'm not even joking. And everyone in the fan base has this as a consensus and understanding. the moment Adley Rutschman came into the roster, the game that he came into the roster, everything for this team changed, for this entire franchise. That finally there was more hope. We had the number one prospect in baseball, plus the next two drafted number one prospects in baseball coming in, and plus, oh, by the way, another number one prospect in baseball coming in. And we were like, okay, we're finally in the year. We can start digging up out of the barrel. We almost made a playoff run that first year that he came in halfway through the year.
Yeah.
We didn't, but, I was like, okay, well, they're doing better. They're fine. No one on earth would have expected us to win 103 games last season. 103 games, go toe-to-toe over the New York Yankees, over the Boston Red Sox, who, frankly, are not that impressive right now.
The Blue Jays,
and then for some reason, the Tampa Bay Rays decided to be good.
Yeah. Bro. Yeah, I think next year y'all lose more games, but you go further in the playoff.
I'll take that. And now we got a brand new pitcher, Ace Corbin Burns, on the mound. And we got plenty of bullpen, solid bullpen. Yeah. We got a new closer for the year, Craig Kimbrell.
Yeah.
Craig Kimbrell.
Last year, you caught the entire league by surprise. Teams were still kind of half-assing you.
I'll give them that, which is why we're probably going to lose more games this year.
That's what I'm saying. This year,
but we're also going to spend more time at the top of the AL East. You know why? Because Tampa Bay's not going on a 15-19 game winning streak to start the season.
No, God no.
Which also makes no sense.
Garrett Cole's out for 2 months. Which, by the way, we signed Marcus Stroman, who is made a fucking legacy out of trolling Yankees fans and slandering the Yankees all over the fucking internet.
Yeah, but he's a good pitcher.
Media,
but he's a good pitcher.
Everything. Garrett Cole goes down. Aaron Boone goes, hey, do you want to take the mound opening day? And he says, no, I'm not doing it. And everybody's like, oh my God, the horror. Are we surprised that the known Yankee hater is fucking over the Yankees the first chance he gets? Like, this is what I'm talking about, Gerald. My team, they just ignore, they got blinders on, bro.
Everyone likes to think, it's the Yankees, so of course they're less. No, they're just another team. And by the way, they're not run very well. I would trust right now. I trust the Orioles farm system much more than. And not just because I'm a fan, but I trust the Orioles farm system much more than any other farm system in the league right now. More than the Dodgers.
Fielding and all that shit. Like, I mean,
we just built a new built a new training and recruitment complex in the Dominican Republic. Like,
yeah, but like, our prospects are like big hitters. Like, can we stop chasing home runs? My God, just build an offense. I don't fucking understand. You have nobody on the team that can manufacture a damn run. Not a single dude except for Aaron Judge.
No.
Sometimes DJ LeMahieu now because he's kind of getting old and washed. Like,
I understand. I understand them doing it for whatever reason. I'm still personally not in agreement that Aaron Judge should have gotten the moniker of captain. Personally, you know why? Because because here's the thing: who were the previous captains?
Derek Jeter.
Who was the one before that?
Don Mattingly.
Okay. Were there any more?
And then, some fucking old heads. I don't fucking know.
Okay.
Derek Jeter I grew up, Derek Jeter was the captain. That's all I fucking cared.
No, I know Derek Jeter was the captain. But what did Derek Jeter do? He actually led his team and was the example and said, even if I'm not hitting a home run, which he wasn't a known slugger, but he could whack the ball into play.
Aaron Judge can manufacture runs. Like
but he needs more than just himself. If it keeps on being Aaron Judge followed by Giancarlo Stanton or Giancarlo Stanton followed by Aaron Judge. You remember when y'all also had the catcher was named Gary Sanchez?
Well, now we have Soto, which we'll see what happens.
But here's the thing: that's just another big bat that's bound to get hurt again.
Thank you, dude. I'm tired. I'm so tired of the big bat.
At least y'all didn't get Fernando Tatis Jr.
I can't believe that I'm gonna go to my grave knowing that we never avenged the 2017 Yankees. I can't believe it. What a damning mark of shame on this franchise.
By the way, for any viewers, anyone who picks this up new, whoever watches this video in the future, just for your own reference, I know our main colors are orange, black, and gray. That's very intentional. We think it's the best color combo in sports. However, it does almost associate us with the Astros, and we all, every single person who's ever been on this podcast, hates the Astros. So just
scumbags.
Yeah. I'll give him Dusty Baker winning his ring, but that's it. That's all. I'm not even going to give them credit for that. I'm going to give credit to Dusty Baker.
Yeah,
and an open roof. Honestly,
windy
tell me that open roof didn't make a difference.
A little windy in there.
Anyway, so I'm excited for this year. MLB's about to start up. I think we have the opening series right now starting in Korea with the newly acquired, not newly acquired, but the newly branded Dodger, Shohei Ohtani. And who's the new pitcher they just picked up from Japan as well?
Yamamoto.
Yeah, Yamamoto, who also was dealing during that World Baseball Classic. That man can pitch.
Again, the Dodgers are another team. Like, Corey's not on the pod, so I can speak my piece.
Right. Go ahead.
Are we really counting it?
I'm not. Here's the thing.
Are we?
They are.
Like this is
I'm not acting like they're elite. I am saying I have a lot more hope in them than whenever the Padres built their super team.
No. I'm not talking about the super. I'm talking about the fucking World Series in the 60-game season.
I'm accounting because if you would have won, you would have been crying from the rafters that it's real.
No, I wouldn't have. Because
yes, you would. Don't listen,
Gerald. Even I knew deep in my heart if any of my teams won a fucking championship that year, I was like, eh.
You're a New York fan. You would have taken whatever you can get.
Well, yeah, I would have been at the.
You
parade.
almost
celebrated.
No,
I wouldn't have been at the
no. Shut up, because you almost celebrated a New York Knicks Summer League championship that you still got mad that they lost.
Yeah, well, that was shit.
So are the Knicks most of the time.
Right
so are New York sports. Now I understand why Mad Dog was so mad for so many years. Jesus,
bro, my God, you finally fucking understand, and it's not like bad luck. It's like just fucking ignorance.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Like everyone knows better, but they just don't.
Ignore.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, so either way, we're excited for the Knicks. We want to see them do well, continue to do well. I think the last 10 games, they won yesterday, and yeah,
they're on a 3-game streak right now. I think.
Yeah,
they're hanging in the middle of the pack in the playoffs. They fell back a little bit because all the injuries. I mean, even Jalen Brunson got hurt for a couple games. Like, we were literally
yeah. But if you're doing that with multiple people out, well, you're in pretty good shape.
And you're hanging out in fourth.
Exactly. I mean, hanging out in fourth.
You know what I mean, bro? The game Julius Randle got hurt, we were half a game out from the second seed in the East, and like 6 games behind the Celtics.
I mean, it's not even like they're in a different stratosphere at this point, and it's great to see. It's great to see, honestly.
I mean, what the fuck? We might win the finals.
We might just.
I can say I don't.
That happened.
How beautiful it is to tell you I can finally mean it when I say that, bro.
And whenever you're ready, I got the big screen.
You got the big screen?
Yeah, remember the giant inflatable projector screen I bought?
Oh yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna be there.
I even got a separate speaker so that the sound amplifies and everything. No, we're good.
Bro, you're gonna see me cry in your fucking backyard, sobbing.
If there's a game 7, we're live streaming that game.
Oh, if there's a game 7, that shit's gonna go down in history.
In sports history.
I'm crying either way at the end of this game.
Imagine if it's who's the best in the West right now?
Is it still the Timberwolves? Karl Anthony Towns is out for forever.
Oh yeah. So it's a mixed bag in the West right now, which means no solid team.
Which the last like 3 times we played the Nuggets, we kind of pieced them up.
I mean, hey,
I'm
it's
saying in the last 2 years, I've seen multiple 20+ point victories over the Nuggets.
real quick. I'm a noted hater of wings as a concept for business, like Wingstop or Buffalo Wild Wings, or
Fair
any
enough.
of these other places. Hey, be honest with me. Are wings ever worth the money that you pay for them?
Sometimes. Yeah, if you have a really good wing, yeah,
But I've not had a really good wing.
bro. Yeah, it's just hard to find.
That like hard to find. Like they're
Exactly.
more work than what they're worth. They're very expensive for what they are. And
Right.
I'm not going in there thinking I'm gonna get a steak dinner and like a satisfied, like, like I ate well. No, I do want to enjoy what I'm getting, but I can't get past the fact that I'm paying $15 for some chicken nuggets half the time.
Literally, bro. It's fucking gross.
If I wanted bad quality chicken nuggets, I would have gone to Burger King.
Literally. Yo, bro. Now you.
Yeah.
Damn,
Hey,
bro.
common topic of conversation on the We Talk Sports podcast is food. This is where I learned to love Taco Bell.
God's work, bro.
Yeah, that took a while. They did their work on me on that one. I think we had a half of episode dedicated to them getting rid of the Mexican pizza.
Yeah, that was bullshit. That was the quesarito and shit too. It was fucking gross. The fucking loaded potato grillers. My God, was
Also, if I'm not mistaken, today's date is 3/16/2024.
yeah.
PJ, 4 years ago, 3/16/2020. Where were you? What were you doing?
I was at my fucking crib.
That was the
All right,
weekend. That
no,
was
you want to know? You want to know these stories? So, right, I'm at Towson. I had class. I scheduled class.
Oh
So
yeah, you were still in class. Yeah,
I had to go 2 days a week, Tuesday and
yeah,
Thursday. But I had class all day. Like I was up in Towson all day.
yeah.
So it was Thursday. I had all my classes in the business building, and then down across campus, I had one class in the arts building.
Yeah.
So I went to my first two classes in the business school. And then in the middle of the business school, somebody got a message from one of their friends and like raised their hand and talked to the professor and was like, "Hey, like they said somebody like in Towson got COVID and like blah 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 blah." And that there's like hazmat teams like spraying down the liberal arts building right now. But like and my next class was in that building, and they were like, "Oh, well, you still have to come to class." And I was like, "No." So I got in my car and fucking left.
I forgot that, because here's the thing. 3/14/2023, I was driving. I had taken a day off of work, or I wasn't working at the time because I was in school at HCC. But I had skipped the day for whatever reason, and I was like, I was actually one of the days I was going to hang out with Corey in the afternoon. I was getting my stuff ready. I was actually testing this whole thing because we actually recorded something that day that still has yet to ever be produced. But I was like, hey, I got a mic, I got this, that, and the other. You want to go hang out and just see what we, just spend some time? Yeah, exactly. Like I went up to his apartment, and so I'm on my way. First of all, this was the first little bit of HCC is closed for the next 2 days to clean. That's what HCC said. Dragon Wagon, by the way, Dragon Wagon Regional Championship basketball.
They're in the championship round for the.
There you go. Can't stop the wagon.
Dragon Wagon, baby.
So I'm on my way up to his apartment that day. I'd had the day off of school. I remember. Okay, so that's why I didn't go to school. It was the day they were cleaning that day. By the way, Iowa State is cleaning house with Houston right now, 37-23 with 18:20 to go in the second half. No, they've been almost perfect from the arc. Oh, by the way, I got a coaching story I got to tell you about in a second. But I'm on my way to Corey, and I'm listening to the news as I'm going up 97, and I just hear, breaking news from WTOP News. Governor Larry Hogan and State Superintendent so-and-so have just announced that all Maryland public schools and state-sponsored universities will be closed for the next 15 days for cleaning.
Yeah, bro.
I,
That's what
I
I'm saying. I left, and I lived in Catonsville. It was
yeah,
like half-hour drive.
right.
By the time I got home, I had the email that school was closed for the next 2 weeks.
We were just like, well,
And you know what we did?
Call of Duty, Halo Reach.
No.
You
We
drank.
we had everybody over and like we just hung out. We had a time like because next week was spring break anyway, so it was just a 2 week spring break, right?
Exactly.
So we were like, oh, we get the extra week, like, oh, that's cool. And then like during that break, they announced like, oh, it was gonna be like actual lockdowns. Our first immediate thought was, oh my god, they're gonna shut down the liquor store. Gerald, when I tell you, I've never seen so much liquor in one car in my life. We bought so much, dude.
I had a conversation.
We're gonna have to live off it for like a month.
I had a conversation with you. I had a conversation with Corey in our first little non-broadcast stream that we did on this thing. And I remember, and I asked both of you, I'm like, be honest with me. How much money have y'all spent on drink? And Corey was honest. He was like, man, over the last 2 weeks, I've spent about 450 something, 480 something bucks on drinking liquor.
Bro, there's nothing to do, bro. Nothing.
I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was hilarious because for those of you who don't know,
I'll wait until the sun sets.
For those of you who don't know, I don't drink. So like these two ne'er-do-wells have been trying to get me to partake in the activity for.
It was nuts. And then like years. I was essentially nocturnal, bro. I'd wake up at like 1
p.m. No, that was insane. Same thing. I was like, you lost track of time. You stopped counting days because here's the thing. I even stopped going to church. We had to shut down for a little bit too. So we were just like, okay, like I'm not going outside for church. There's no reason for me to walk around right now.
Yeah.
I'm watching YouTube, Netflix. Everyone got back into Avatar: The Last Airbender. And then dude, I remember thinking you really did get to the point where you were just like, is it Tuesday or Sunday?
Yeah, literally.
And you just didn't know. And you're just like, I go to sleep at 4 a.m. every day now, and I wake up at 2.
God, bro, it was like 3 fucking months of that. It was insane.
Where you just didn't do anything. I kept my sanity. I had conversation with you guys. I had conversation with some of my other friends. I had conversation with people from my church and all that. I did my best to try to vary my day so they didn't all meld together. But even that wasn't successful because at that point I didn't even have a game console to waste some time with.
Yeah,
but like that was
at the end, I was so over it. But at the beginning, it was fun as shit.
No, by the time we got to what, geez, it was maybe about. I remember we started hearing projections about when normalcy would come back.
Yeah, they said by Easter. Okay,
and then they pushed it back to like by October.
And then it was the end of 2021, and I still was wearing a mask.
And then, no, I remember someone called it near the beginning. In like April, they said, we're going to return to normalcy at around, we're going to return to normalcy in around fall of 2022. And they said that April 2020, everybody was like, excuse me? But no, they nailed it. Because the reality is we did not get back to normalcy without masks or nothing until like fall of 2022. Dude, everyone was on board. It was insane.
Yeah, it was.
The hub had a discount. They gave everyone premium for a month. I was like, crazy, bro. They said help flatten the curve. Remember that phrase?
No, waking up every morning to goddamn fucking Andrew Cuomo screaming on my TV. My God, bro. My God. Because I would turn on the news in the morning to like see the updates. Like, ooh, are we? You know what the fuck happened? And it was.
I remember when
like the president or fucking it was goddamn Andrew Cuomo.
But that's and now we know that's only because his brother was. That's only because
it was fucking insane. The boyfriend.
Yeah, because that's only because Chris Cuomo had a show and kept on bringing his brother on because it was a good connection. And no, I thought it was hilarious when the whole thing with Andrew Cuomo happened. He said, "No, I'm not a predator. I'm Italian."
Yeah, I'm not a predator. I'm just Italian. Yeah.
Jeez, man. And now Chris Cuomo's on News Nation. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Oh man,
God,
dude.
so baseball's happening, basketball's happening, fucking football, oof, free agency. How are you feeling? You guys,
I've been so
you guys
distant
made a
from
lot
the
of moves.
Commanders. Listen, I'm glad we have new ownership. I'm not expecting miracles. I'm still expecting mediocre, but I'm expecting mediocre with hope. Like
Yeah.
like something like
Well,
that.
it depends. What are you guys drafting a quarterback? I mean,
It
you have,
seems likely that we have to now simply because
well, like who? Like you're not getting Caleb Williams.
I know we're not getting Caleb Williams. I don't know, man. I really don't know. I've not been
I
paying
like
enough
Chase
attention to
Daniels a
football.
lot. I like Chase.
Who's the
I
guy
would
from Michigan?
not be upset if the Giants got
Who's the guy at Michigan again? The quarterback that meditates and all that.
AJ McCarthy. My fucking god! If the goddamn fucking New York fucking puck Giants draft JJ McCarthy at 6 overall, wherever I am, the TV's getting shattered. Dude.
For those of you who don't know, that was PJ's reaction to initially drafting Daniel Jones, and apparently his dreams came to fruition. That assumption was correct.
My fucking god! God,
And I wish I still I wish I still had the reaction that you did, because that was one that was sent to me. There was another one that was sent to me around that same time frame. No, earlier when the Knicks drafted Porzingis. Oh my
God.
The Porzingis era in New York. I remember that.
No, that's when we traded Porzingis.
Yeah.
Yeah, my God. And all this talk of goddamn eras, nothing. Again, words have lost their meaning, Gerald. The fuck is a Saquon Barkley era? What?
This is about 4 years, apparently.
Gerald. The Saquon Barkley era, the goddamn 6-year stretch I had to watch the Giants start 2-6 every year. Yeah, the Saquon era. My God.
So he's officially gone to the Eagles.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't care.
I think that'll actually work out well for him because he has a competent quarterback. Here's the problem: they lost their O-line. Here's the problem:
5-11 with him. We can go 5-11 without him. We can get the fuck out of here. I mean, he plays half a season every year and contributes.
Also, I know
like 3 wins.
Listen, I'm only just not getting used to the new number being 17 games in a season, right?
Yeah.
I've heard whispers that they want to bring it over to 18 with 2 byes.
When are they just going to make the bye weeks all like? If they did that, would the 2 bye weeks be for the entire league? Like they would have a league-wide break as a bye instead of byes every blah 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 blah.
I don't know, man. Again, like I said, these are whispers.
What they need to do to make byes.
But here's the problem: if they do that, they lose money on a random Sunday. They're not going to do that. Roger Goodell's a whore for money. Why do you think he's taking the NFL to all these international places? Listen, I'm not against it.
Make it like
but the CBA keeps letting him get away with this in a way that they shouldn't. Why are they letting them have a game in Brazil? Why are they European countries? I get the Mexico City specifically. I get. You know my thoughts on Mexican sports fans, but why are they having a game in not even Rio, in Sao Paulo, Brazil?
Brazil, why?
Do you understand how dangerous that city is? That country in general is.
Literally. At some point, a player is going to wake up without a kidney, and
what are you going to do then? They were benched today, and then they get the news later. Oh, he was actually benched because he didn't have a kidney.
Yeah, bro.
If you're trusting in another country's police detail, you're messing up.
You are, bro. Come on. What the fuck are we doing to my beautiful game, bro? I was talking about this the other day. Football in the 2000s, and I'm not looking back with like rose-colored glasses,
Right.
Like I'm being very honest and practical about this. 2000s, early 2010s football, like up through right up until that the Falcons Patriots Super Bowl where Brady had that comeback.
Yeah.
Football just had a completely different aura to it. And it was way more enjoyable. The rivalries were more intense. The storylines
everything.
better. It was just such a better product. And since then, it's been ass.
The sport has declined because the passion for the sport has declined. And I'm not blaming anybody because that's the only way anything ever goes when you're in these capitalist hellscapes that we live in. When everything is about the money, no one has team loyalty. No one has there are Saquon fans who are going to go become Eagles fans.
Literally.
There are Saquon fans who are going to go switch their blue jersey for a green one. It means nothing to them. You will not catch me dead in a Cowboys jersey.
Oh fuck no.
I will not catch you dead in a Boston Celtics or Brooklyn Nets jersey. That just doesn't happen.
Maybe New Jersey Nets. Maybe New Jersey.
New Jersey Nets I can understand. That's respectable. I mean, I almost bought the Orlando. I was looking back at this. I checked the record. I don't actually owe you guys this, but I made a bet with you guys saying if the Orlando Magic or was it the Orlando Magic, if Bismack Biyombo, whatever team he was on that season, got to 10 straight wins to start the season, that I would buy a custom-made Orlando Magic Orange Rush Bismack Biyombo jersey.
Yes, bro.
Now they didn't do it, but I did get an Orange Rush Orlando Magic hat that I still have somewhere around here.
Get some off eBay, bro. Bro, I've gotten so many steals for jerseys off eBay in the last year.
Dude, I've been spending
like $20 for like a legit, like a nice stitched Reebok Hakeem Nicks jersey cost me $20.
No, I know. I just haven't been putting my money's not been going there. It's been going to like my other stuff, like my projectors for the screens that I got. Because we don't have TVs in our home. We got projectors. Projectors and tech equipment and all that. Got a new speaker and all that, stuff like that. But I mean, I'll look into it. I know I like eBay. You know what I like most about eBay? Is that they partner with PayPal, and Pay in 4 is a great product.
Yeah.
But we also got, what do we got coming up? We got March Madness. Selection Sunday is tomorrow. We got championships games going right now. By the way, Iowa State Cyclones beating up on Houston still. Doing an amazing job. 42-26 with 14 left in the second half. So they're running away with it. I think Iowa State got it. Hey, how is sports betting treating you? Because I'm not into it, but I understand it.
Next question. No, I mean I win when I win, I win. And then if I lose like one or two in a row, I'm like, all right, let me step away for like a month.
Okay. I mean, on it seems ridiculous, but that is good self-control. That's the type of self-control you need, because if you're not, you're thinking you're just one win away from breaking the losing streak, which can lead to a very, very quick path down the debt hole.
Yeah.
But we do have March Madness coming up. I'm excited now. UMD basketball not doing great these last 2 years, especially this year. They've fallen off the cliff.
That's what I wanted to tell you, Gerald. I'm listening to the fucking radio the other day.
Right.
This dude comes on and he says Maryland basketball fans have been spoiled recently. What?
By what?
Bro said, because they got multiple years of guys like Melo Trimble, and they got Fats Russell last year.
That's being spoiled. I didn't know getting two good recruits was making us UConn.
We haven't won a Big Ten championship yet.
Honestly, when was even before they switched? Before the switch, when was the last time they won the ACC?
I don't know, dude. That's what I'm saying.
Did they even win the ACC the last time they won March Madness in 2002?
No, they didn't. They didn't.
So I don't know what the expectation was here, honestly, because the whole thing was that Maryland would compete in the Big Ten. They're decent, but they're not a blue blood.
No,
they get shown up.
Maryland is way too good of a basketball school to be that level. It needs to be a powerhouse.
Well, the problem is that for some reason, all the investment money keeps on going back to the football team for some reason.
Because they're trying to make them fucking compete for. God, Gerald,
you're in the same division. in the Big Ten.
You think it's bad now? Wait until they have a half decent year when the playoff pool is 14 teams and they sneak in.
They just, by the way, yeah, I want to talk to you about that because we didn't even get to 12 before they expanded it again.
Yeah.
So how does that even work then?
They were talking about 18.
How does that even work? When
I mean, how many more games do these fucking kids have to play?
what do we do about the Pac-12? Do they still get an automatic bid?
So it would be 5 conference winners.
Which conferences? Which conferences?
I don't know, dude. That's all.
The Pac-12 turned into the Pac-4. They collapsed.
Yeah.
Dude, how did they? I'm telling you. How did they let that happen? How did they let that happen?
That's fucking insane, dude.
And then you still got Florida State who wants to leave the ACC and go into SEC. They do.
That would be crazy.
And then we got UCLA and USC and Oregon and Washington all joining the Big Ten.
Yeah, the Big Ten. That's like the Big 25.
It's insane. The SEC took in Texas and Oklahoma. That one I kind of get, but still, man.
Yeah.
And then everyone else.
Yeah, I don't. That's another sport that's going to do what the NFL did to itself. College football.
Well, everyone, and here's the thing. I'm going to blame the organizations. I am not blaming the student athletes. It's been past time that they should get NIL.
Yeah. No.
Been past time.
I don't blame them at all.
And also, hey.
It's nice seeing new teams and everything.
Yeah. I remember
I didn't give a fuck about Clemson, Bama for the 4th time in a row. Like I did.
Yeah, no. If it gets too repetitive, it's too much. And then obviously you got your blue bloods, you got Bama, which also, hey, falling off a cliff.
Thank God.
Did Nick Saban say he was retiring, right?
Yeah, he retired.
Hey.
Bill Belichick retired.
Yep. Did he retire or just not picked up by anyone?
No. He didn't retire.
He just left the Pats. My question is, why didn't anybody hire him? Is he that difficult to work with?
Atlanta was going to hire him.
But they should have. But now they got who do they have now?
Kirk Cousins. Well, no, they got a different coach, but you have Kirk Cousins as quarterback.
Yeah. Good luck winning anything after 4 p.m. Listen, I loved Kirk Cousins when he was here, Captain Kirk all day.
Falcons would be good with Justin Fields.
Yeah, but now he's going to the Steelers.
To play behind goddamn Russell Wilson.
Jeez. How did he fall off a cliff? Broncos country, let's rock.
He was half decent last year, honestly.
That's why I'm surprised they let him go. I'm like, he has one more year before breaking it back into
he brought them back into playoff contention. They were like a game out of the playoffs with 3 games left to go. And
why did they let him
benched him?
Why did they let him go? It was business. This is, like I said, this is what's ruining the game. It's the business aspect. But even business-wise, it didn't even make any sense.
They have like $100 million in money they just fucking threw out the window.
That they cannot spend anywhere else. They guaranteed that money to him.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, Kirk Cousins was one of the richest quarterbacks in the NFL in history.
Yeah.
Because he always gets guaranteed money. He doesn't get incentives. He gets guaranteed money.
Fucking dog.
Yeah, he's not gonna get He's not gonna get bonuses. But hey, so college basketball selection Sunday tomorrow. I always like college basketball. I love March Madness. March Madness.
Yep.
It's just you get to enjoy, for the most part, just good basketball. And I always tell the guys when I was coaching for a couple years, assistant coaching for 2 years, head coach last year for the school that I worked at, and then this year I'm the athletic director. I always told them, I'm like, stop watching NBA. Honestly, if you want to learn how to play, stop watching the NBA and start watching some college basketball. Because here's the thing, they're closer to your level, and that's what you should be emulating. Stop trying to do Euro steps where you take 3 steps and go up or travel with the ball, because they're no calling them, because that's how the NBA works. They're very lax. You're going to get called on that. That's not the way it's going to work. But the point is, as any good sports fan knows, Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm never surprised. Every sports fan enjoys looking at sports arenas and sports stadiums. So like it's just something about them. Something about knowing that like
Which,
sports takes place here.
speaking
Camden
of
Yards.
fuck, the Wizards are staying after all. It was a perfectly fine arena.
I was about to say, what's wrong with the Capital One Arena? Which, by the way, Verizon Center for life. But
Oh yeah, for sure.
we still call it the Verizon Center here. But there's nothing wrong with Capital One Arena. And it's not like Ted Leon's is not going to spend money on renovating it, but why does he want a new arena in Northern Virginia, where, by the way, the taxes are higher?
Bro, if the Wizards want fans, move them back to Baltimore and change the branding back to an actual fucking Wizard.
Yes. I was mad when
That's
they
how
got
the Wizards get. I solved the Washington Wizards problem right there. The Baltimore Wizards changed the branding back. That shit.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to call them the Bullets anymore.
No.
Oh, man. But anyway, so as we are wont to do, we're going to look at the arenas for March Madness this year. And let me see if I can just pull this up here. We got it here. Venues for March Madness 2024. All the arenas and their capacities listed, their location. Just a quick flyover of what we're going to be dealing with this year. Always thought this was interesting. So let's see what we got here. First four in, which, by the way, your thoughts on the first four in? Because I never liked it. I thought they should have kept it at 64 instead of 68, personally.
Yeah, I think it's fucking stupid.
But anyway, first four in is always in Dayton. I think they sold the devil for that, but they're always in Dayton, Ohio, which is funny. The second year that they were hosting it, they were one of the first four in, and they ended up winning because they had home court advantage. But anyway, Dayton, Ohio. This is the exterior view. Now,
I like it. It looks pretty cool.
It does. Something about there's a lot of we've always said professional arenas have this certain like aura to them, but like college arenas and college stadiums always have quirks in character. And the more character it has, the better it is for us personally. So this has nice character. I like the sloped roof because that just means that the seats go out ways to the sides on the side of the court, and as you'll see in a second. Let me see, where am I? There you go. So see what I mean? This thing just glides straight up here, bro.
Oh yeah, that's such a sick stadium, dude. I bet the fucking nosebleeds are awful.
I'm sure you can see the whole thing. I think honestly, the nosebleeds here, because it's such a shallow angle, are still better than some NBA arenas.
Honestly, now that you mention it, yeah.
Now,
I like it.
A couple of interesting things here.
Why
the overhang.
Blue?
I don't know. They used to have red, white, and blue, but they switched them for blue, I guess. I don't know. A more neutral color. This area over here, the flight deck, apparently.
That shit looks crazy.
Imagine jumping up and down up here, bro. But see, all the way that's
a similar situation in Madison Square Garden. I've sat there for a Knicks game in the front row of it one time. Oh my god, dude! It felt like I was fucking courtside. Like it's so crazy how it works.
You're just hanging over everything, bro.
Yeah.
But all right, so that's Dayton, Ohio. There's a few views of the inside. There's a nosebleeds up here, bro.
Hey.
So next up, the Barclays Center.
Next.
You got to go through it. I know you know. Listen, I'm not a fan of the Barclays Center. This is not a good angle of it because on top they also have a bunch of grass that makes it look like actually someone was shitting a turd in Brooklyn.
Scum.
They have a terrible court for usual things. I get the black interior. It looks generic. There's no atmosphere here. I think it's more famous for hosting any shows. It does have a hockey configuration, which is disgusting, bro.
A lot of words come to mind.
None of them good.
Including words like abomination.
Yeah.
You know, it's...
Hence why this is only this is an NBA arena that's being used for.
It's the Knicks' second home.
That's fair. But this is an NBA. This is an NBA arena that's that's being used for the first and second round. You'll see later other NBA arenas are reserved for higher level regionals, but
As they should.
this exactly is where it needs to be in the first and second round and nothing further. Another angle right there, whatever, all that.
Participation trophy stadiums.
All right. Anyway, Spectrum Center in Charlotte, North Carolina. This is where the Hornets play.
I just hate the Hornets color scheme. So it's nothing.
I don't
can
understand.
make the court look good.
I get what they were doing, but listen, man,
It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work.
I've never seen a blue Hornet, blue and purple Hornet.
It's garbage. It's trash.
I mean,
like
the arena.
The stadium's nice.
I was about to say the arena looks nice. The arena looks nice.
That's good.
That's the inside.
It's just ugh.
I hate what they did with the video board.
It's just such an off-putting fucking teal, dude. It's fucking garbage. I like the jumbotron though. It's unique. I like the like honeycomb like structure to it. It's solid. I like.
Okay, but then also why did Michael Jordan decide to have a parquet floor? Is my question.
Well, because he probably lost a bet.
Yeah. You're probably right. Anyway, that's another view of it right there.
I mean, you can't tell me that honeycomb shit isn't sick as hell.
I know it does look good. But I'll give it that. It looks good.
I like they get extra points for connecting to the team brain.
That's fair.
Is that where the Carolina Hurricanes play too?
No, they have their own arena.
Oh.
It's insane. They do have their own arena. They both have their own dedicated arenas over there. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, no, I like the cohesiveness. There's good character here. Like you said, the colors are whatever, but
trash. Yeah, whatever. What's with Carolina and this like horrible shades of blue shit?
Tar Heel blue, probably because that's what they're most famous for. Also, Charlotte FC has the same color. Yeah, and also the Panthers, whatever. Anyway, Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana. This one I actually like. I don't know what it is about it.
I don't like Indiana or Indianapolis.
I know you don't like Indianapolis, but
especially that shit. God, I have nightmares, Gerald Skip. I have seen horrors beyond comprehension in this very. You don't complex. Have to remind me. You don't. I know full and well what very much. Oh no, I know very well. Yes. Next. Bye. Get this garbage off.
I will say this is All-Star branded, so calm down. But I will say something interesting about this one. This is one of the NBA arenas that has the most natural light coming in because of these giant bay windows.
I like that.
Natural light.
Indianapolis has it because the fucking Colts have it in their stadium too. They kind of have the like.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was thinking about. Is that Indianapolis did a really good job planning their stadiums throughout because they all look cohesive. They all look like Indianapolis. Like, oh, Indianapolis is known for big windows, industrial looking structure, and some just some generally good design for sports arena. Yeah. I'll give them that. They made it really work here. I'll give them that. It's just they happen to be Pacers. Anyway, the Kai Health Center in Omaha, Nebraska. I forget who this belongs to.
Omaha, Nebraska.
I think Cretan.
All right, let's see it.
Exterior view right there. Obviously, the bridge gets in the way. But
I'm a fan of bridges. I'm a fan of walking bridges, so I like it already.
There's all right. So
a lot of glass. I prefer some closed off areas of the stadium.
I get that.
I like the grand glass entryway, but once I'm in the fucking stadium, I don't want to look outside and see what the fuck is outside. I want to be in the stadium.
Especially if you're in Omaha, Nebraska.
Yeah. Don't remind me that I'm in Omaha, Nebraska.
That's the inside.
That's I love that shit is sick, dude. I like it.
Honestly, it looks good. It looks good. It looks NBA quality.
I like Creighton's colors. That's a blue. That is a sports team blue right there.
There you go.
Take notes, Carolina.
And then that's it empty, but
ooh, that shit is beautiful.
I mean, honestly, it is nice. You're gonna see with some of these are primarily hockey arenas, and you're gonna see different types of solutions for
Seating.
this area right over here that always just trips up, and I've seen it before. It always trips up multiple arenas when they're setting up for basketball,
Yep.
especially if they were
Holding
designed for
back,
hockey first. You're going to see that they're lacking in that department, but
holding back from their true purpose.
all of them have different ones. I like this staggered inlay so that the seats butt up right up against the actual.
Yeah, I like that. Which, by the way, have you seen what they're doing at Verizon Center with the like drinking lounges they're putting there? Like
I've
they're
not
putting lounges in that section. Like I don't know. You
in
can
courtside, in rink side, courtside.
yeah, dude, fucking look it up. That area you were just talking about in the back, they've made that shit a lounge,
Huh?
like
I
an
don't know
open air like lounge.
I don't know how to feel about that in the middle of an NBA. I don't feel like lounging around if I'm going to a
What
sports
else
place.
are you gonna do at a fucking Wizards game?
That's true. That's true. Anyway, PPG Paints Arena, Pittsburgh.
I'm a fan of Pittsburgh Stadium, so I'm excited to see where this one goes.
It's 18,187 for hockey. This is where the Penguins play, and 19,000 well rounded for basketball. So pretty good size.
Oh yeah, it's fucking gorgeous. As usual, Pittsburgh knocks the stadium out of the park.
Well, that's what I mean. Pittsburgh is really good at sports. Like you said, glass front and closed off areas underneath.
Once you're in the stadium, you're in the stadium.
And Pittsburgh knows. It's like, yeah, we get where we're Pittsburgh, but we're still gonna make it nice. So
in Pittsburgh, you're in the stadium, and the open area with the baseball field is this fucking
chef's kiss.
Yeah.
That's the inside. That's the hockey configuration. I don't know what it is, but looking at the seating bowl, you can tell it was designed for hockey, right?
Yeah, it's very round.
Yeah, and but it looks good. It looks like a coliseum. It looks imposing.
How do they do it for basketball?
They do flat seats.
Oh no!
Yeah, I know. No, I was hoping for more.
No.
I was hoping for more, but
no. So much promise.
But hey, still a beautiful stadium, beautiful arena.
Amazing.
But yeah, that kind of when I saw that, I'm like, dang. And it looks like
this has the best exterior by far so far.
So far, I'll give you that. Now, they do have some steps here, but they're barely there. So I don't even want to count them as steps.
Yeah.
But hey, they did what they could with what they got. Still a great structure, great arena, great exterior. Good job, PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh.
Great for hockey. I'm sorry that this is a basketball ranking, not a hockey ranking.
This is another view, same configuration.
God, that's rough. All right, I'm sorry. I can't continue to drag this legacy through the mud.
All right, let's move on. Vivint Arena in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Oh, okay, let's see. Is that where the Jazz play?
It is. Yeah. And somehow you're going to look at. I'm going to preface this. You're going to look at the outside and you're going to say that makes sense for Salt Lake City.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fucking temple. Yeah.
I don't know what it is. When I saw that, I was just like, "Yep, that looks like Salt Lake City, Utah." That's about as creative as
right.
And here's the problem: it's a beautiful setting if you think about it.
They could have done so much more.
Look at this, dude. Look at this set. The mountains in the back, and then sitting. You could do so much. There's so much space all around here, and they did what looks like a paint outlet.
It's fucking garbage. It's really awful.
There's no branding either.
It's abysmal.
Look at this. That's it. That's the only thing that lets me know this is a Jazz.
It literally looks like it just looks like a.
It looks like a corporate building,
corporate office. Yeah.
And they're having a look, dude. I saw that. I'm like, dang, man, that's terrible.
That sucks.
Now inside, here's the thing about the inside.
The seats go up really fucking high.
Well, here's the thing. This arena was designed only for basketball, never intended to host hockey. It can, but I don't know if you can see this like section of seats back here. That's how far back the seats have to push back to put the hockey arena in.
Damn.
Or actually, better yet, when it was used for the 2002 Winter Olympics.
Which,
like, again, so, huh?
How Utah, anyway.
Bribery, every single time, bribery.
Who got money like that in Utah?
The U.S. Olympic Committee. Because guess what? They got LA coming up soon, and they're about to get Utah again in 2034. I'm not even joking.
Hell yes. I go to Utah to watch the fucking skiing.
Speed skating.
Yeah.
There you go. Anyway, but like, so it was only built for basketball, so they made it a actual basketball coliseum.
Isaiah Thomas signs a 10-day contract with the Phoenix Suns.
Okay.
His fucking incessant whining has finally earned him a spot back on an NBA roster. Congratulations.
Watch him burn out. I mean, it's insane, bro.
Or to burn out. It's gonna be rough.
Anyway, but I mean, pretty decent, honestly, because this looks like you're looking down from nosebleed, and I'd say that's a pretty good view of the court.
The Jumbotron's just a little rough for me.
It's a bit outdated. I like this new scrim.
Yeah.
But the next one will show. That's how it looks right now. So they revamped it a little bit, but I like that. I like the way they organize it. They know what they're working with, and they know how to work with it. I'll give them that. That's good stuff right there. So actually, props to them. Now the outside again is whatever.
Fucking God.
Well, let's get inside. I mean, hey, potential's all there. They just need to work on the outside, bro.
It's all right in front of you.
All right. Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena in Spokane, Washington. This is a smaller one. Seats 12,000. Regional, obviously.
How many stadiums?
First, I didn't even count. There's like 13, 14.
Oh, shit. I like this. It's nice. All right. I don't know how I feel about the like ribbed texture and that thing.
You had to say ribbed?
Yeah, I did. Because that's how it makes me feel. It makes it feel vulgar. It makes it feel vulgar and offensive.
Yeah.
When you could have just had.
I might have a few links for you to follow. There's a few people that I follow on Instagram you might take attention to.
You might like just you could have done fucking anything else with it. And the fucking neon letters are horrendous.
Yeah, I don't like the purple and the green. Somehow they're very Washington.
There's never a perfect Veterans Memorial Arena. I will tell you that much.
It's almost poetic. But let's see the inside. Let's see here.
Ooh, I don't like that.
It's rough. It's small. It's also rough. But it'll do what it needs to do. I mean,
whatever.
There's not much more you can say about it.
Fucking garbage. Next.
That's the other view from the inside. Hey, at the very least, they did a better job than the PPG Arena on that.
Sure, they don't even have a fucking Jumbotron.
Yeah, they do. It's on the end.
Just football? Get out of here. Next.
All right. The FedEx Forum in Memphis, Tennessee. It is what it is. I don't know.
Tell me they're having games in Sacramento, bro. Their new fucking arena there is so
They had them last year. Because I originally made this PowerPoint last year at a certain point. And last year there was some rough ones, but there were some really good ones too. And one of them was the new arena in Sacramento.
That's so nice.
That place is nice. But this year we got the FedEx Forum.
What is with FedEx in that fucking? You see the like things fanning out at the top, but they have that shit in all their stadiums.
Not FedEx Field.
Well, FedEx Field's design is similar. I mean, now that you've removed all the seats.
That's true. Anyway, here's the inside.
Ooh, I like that the section in the back. That shit. That shit is sick.
Premium level seating.
That shit is dope.
I'll give them that. I don't know.
You can get $80 box seats to the Wizards. That's how garbage they are.
Even then, I still wouldn't pay for that. So it looks like you got corner screens as well as the main Jumbotron. I don't like this paint color. This is just nitpicking, but I don't like this paint color here.
Grizzlies never should have changed their branding to whatever the fuck that is. Still better blue. Still better combination of blue than fucking Carolina.
That's true. Oh man. Pretty good use of the stadium. The arena looks pretty nice. This is how it goes. I wanted to try to get a perspective from down.
I don't like the walls.
They're the walls. They're always blacked out during games anyway. It won't even be a factor.
Yeah, but it's still...
I know, but still, pretty tall is what I'm trying to point out here.
Yeah.
But that's that. All right, now this is for the West Regional. Crypto.com Arena hashtag Staples Center forever.
Always my Staples Center.
Yeah, Staples Center. Hey, have you seen the renderings of the Intuit Dome?
Yeah,
I think that's gonna be cool, but I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna work for real.
The wall of fans.
Oh yeah, the wall of fans. That'll be insane.
Yeah,
if they could actually they can actually get that many Clippers fans in one place.
Yeah. All right. I mean,
at the very least, they're paying for it themselves. Which so obviously,
it just looks like a fucking abomination without Staples.
I know.
But at the end of the day, it's Staples Center. What is there to say that has not already been said?
Exactly.
It's gonna outdo any stadium on this list except Madison Square Garden.
They used MSG last year as an East Regional final.
Yeah.
They
always have like the Big East.
Yeah, the Big East. Yeah. But anyway, so obviously it's the Staples Center. It is. You're gonna get what you're gonna get.
It's the Staples Center. What do you want?
Exactly. The East Regional.
Great stadium, but fuck.
TD Garden. Look, man, I still remember your rant about them calling themselves the Garden.
Don't make me start it again.
That's fine. All right.
It still looks, it's good, but
it's very Boston.
There's something uncanny about it.
It's very Boston. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's very Boston. Something about it was like, yeah, that belongs in Boston.
I mean,
it is. Yeah,
TD Garden. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. That's the March Madness setup looks like from a few years ago. I feel like they could have done better here instead of losing this giant gap right there.
Or
maybe they're still extending it. Maybe they're putting the extra seats right there. Looks like.
Yeah.
Okay, not bad, but could be better, but not bad.
All right, it's good. It's whatever.
And then we got we got another one of that. The Little Caesars Arena, Detroit, Michigan, which is a pretty big one. I think it's the newest arena in the league right now.
20K?
Huh?
20K?
No, honestly, it's pretty big. Yeah. That's the outside.
There's not a big ass Little Caesar on the roof. That is best stadium so far. Best stadium on the list. Sorry, Staples Center.
You didn't know that was actually a thing?
Sorry, Staples Center. That shit is. I mean, what else could you ask for?
Well, let's look at the inside.
Detroit. It blends in. It has a very similar entrance to Ford Field.
Exactly. Industrial brick feel. I like that.
It fits really well into the skyline, and it has fucking Little Caesar on the top. I mean, show me the interior. Better be Little Caesar at center court. I mean, the lighting situation at the top is sick as hell too.
This apparently does change depending on the team that's in there. So they actually have it rigged up for full adaptive lighting. Now, I have seen a couple videos of TikTok of actually someone who got this nosebleed. There are nosebleeds behind this floating box.
Oh God!
And they almost block some part of the court, so they have screens back here on the back side of this box. You see how it like swoops around? Do you see that up there? That's a seat.
Yeah. Damn.
So that's I would be my one gripe against it. Other than that, fantastic arena, I think.
Yeah.
I think it looks really good. I like how the score box there's no frills about it. They just said we're just putting giant TVs up there.
I mean, it goes all the way around. There's not even dividers at the end. It's
Exactly.
It's great.
I think it works very well. That's different lighting, obviously at the top, but honestly, it's a really good looking arena.
Yeah, no, I like it.
It's a really good looking arena. And then
Top 3 so far.
Yeah, that's the March Madness setup that it had. I think 2 years ago or something. Or
Yeah, that's good.
yeah. So there's that. So back, and then the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas.
Turn Dallas to glass for all I care. I mean, whatever.
But
ugh. I mean, it's very Dallas, but
yeah, it's big for its britches, is what I would put it. But then again, something about how American Airlines makes me feel versus how Dallas makes me feel feels very similar.
I don't like it.
Yeah, that's the inside though, in the hockey configuration.
I like the inside.
I like it. The arches make a lot more sense inside than they do outside, and obviously you can't avoid that on the outside.
Nice, but they just had the arches going one fucking direction.
I know.
On the outside. I like it how it is on the inside.
Yeah, the inside looks nice. It still looks nice, and
on the outside, the roof just looks so fucked up.
Yeah, this is for the basketball configuration. Now, they did a good job with the basketball configuration, and I would expect nothing less from Mark Cuban.
Yeah.
So they did a good job with that.
Yep.
And then the final is going to be held at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona.
Well, I mean, helmet catch.
Hey, I was about to say, I know you have fond memories of that stadium. I'm always interested to see how these football stadiums. Some of them do a really good job with the basketball configurations. Some of them
there's just no way you can tell me you're sitting in the fucking nosebleeds of an NFL stadium enjoying a basketball game.
Well, I mean, you're watching on a giant screen at that point.
Yeah, but like at that point, just watch at your fucking house.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That honestly, you remember I don't know if you remember Mr. Falcon from Long Reach.
Yep.
Mr. Falcon said, like, don't give me a ticket to go to a baseball game unless I'm in the front row and the beer's cold.
Yeah.
He's like, anything else, I'm just going to watch it at home where I can enjoy myself. And I'm like, I respect that wholeheartly.
That's real.
He's the first one that said, I will never trust Ubaldo Jimenez.
There are, but like, I promised myself I had a side fund for Knicks playoff tickets for game 1 this year.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a fuck where the hell I'm sitting. Like,
you're getting a seat.
Game 1 at the Garden, dude. Fuck.
All right.
Oh my God, it's gonna be a movie.
It's not gonna feel real. All right. But no, here we go. Okay, so obviously the outside is the outside. It's still considered one of the higher class stadiums in the league.
Yeah.
I think if you look over here, that's actually Phoenix.
Yeah.
This is inside, roof open and things like that. Pretty straightforward, nothing crazy. Oh man. And then I think this was this year for them getting ready with the was that this year? Them getting ready for the 49ers. No, this year was in Las Vegas, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What do they have 49ers here?
Oh,
I don't know.
No, that it was in Arizona. The Chiefs 49ers.
That was in Miami.
That was in Miami?
Yeah.
Oh. Well then fuck it.
I don't know. But this is their basketball configuration. Now, see what I mean? Like this I don't know. This looks really awkward to me.
Yeah, that's terrible. It's garbage.
They did the best they can. I've seen a lot of stadiums do really good, like I said, really good with these configurations. This is not one of them. I mean, scoreboard's going to be whatever it's going to be. But, man, this looks ugly. Especially, you know what it is? It's the dead space. It's this.
It's so awful.
And here, and half of that should be filled up with more students and everything else, you know?
Yeah, it's honestly an eyesore.
So, I mean, I mean, what are you going to do? You can only do so much.
It's great football stadium, garbage basketball.
But you're going to see because the NCAA plans ahead a good long while. They have up to 2030 planned out for their finals, at least their Final Four locations.
Yeah.
And these are the planned venues for the future. I'm just going to give you a quick flyover of those real quick. The next one is the Alamo Dome, one of my personal favorites, honestly.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The Alamo Dome. I mean, it looks a bit dated on the outside.
It's great for basketball.
It's amazing for basketball. This is obviously football configuration, but that basketball configuration is really good. They renovated that stadium with like $300 million to make sure that it could continually be used for a Final Four venue.
Yeah.
Which was very smart because they don't have a permanent tenant, so might as well go for where they make their money.
Yeah, fucking real.
And hey, I like it. I think the one thing that can add this stadium to the next level that will really make it like top tier is if they add a roof. But other than that, top stadium, especially for basketball.
Oh, yeah. Or if they could like do something to make the walls less like concrete.
yeah, that's not
like,
always good.
Like brutal. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Like if they had like you could probably put like some fucking screens or something on there, dude. Like you could do that shit up.
Oh yeah. Next one, Lucas Oil Stadium.
Yeah, I mean, hey, Giants won a Super Bowl there too.
Mario Mamahams.
Love it. It's just one of my favorite football stadiums.
It is really nice. It's very good. Very good stadium.
Very Indianapolis. They got it right.
Honestly.
That's just so good, bro. That's just such
I know. Yeah, it's such a good stadium. And then that's their basketball configuration.
Oh, that's good. They actually did a good job with that.
Yeah, that's a good
it's
job.
Indiana, bro. They don't fuck around with basketball like that.
That's true.
They do it up. They do it up.
Yeah. By the way, Cyclones just won Big 12 championship. Get their automatic bid. And next up, NC State Wolfpack versus the North Carolina Tar Heels ACC tournament, which is happening right down the road at the Capital One Arena.
Oh, damn. Shit, when? Oh, right now?
Yeah, right now. Yeah, right now.
Yeah. Could have went.
I don't know. I stopped paying attention to ACC a while ago, but still. Anyway, good configuration. I'm thinking they'll do a good job. And then we also got.
I fucking love Ford Field.
Oh, by the way, quick note on Lucas Oil. It's set for 2026 and 2029.
Oh, that's nice.
But 2027, Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan. Like I said, Ford Field's a great stadium. Great stadium.
Love it. They should have another Super Bowl there. Love it.
Yes, they should.
The Tigers Stadium is such a good stadium, dude. I've watched it. I've been to a game there before. It's such.
Never been, but I've heard good things about it.
It is a great stadium. I mean, not that you would ever find yourself in Detroit, but if you find yourself in Detroit,
go to the stadium.
It fucking is dope.
That's good. Honestly, yeah. Detroit's an interesting one to me because there's a lot of old with what's there, but it's it's not ruins still.
Detroit.
It's Detroit, but hey, this is a good part of Detroit right here. This stadium is a very, very good token piece that they have. I mean, beautiful stadium on the inside.
Dude, it's gorgeous.
Home of the location of the record-breaking field goal by Justin Tucker, 66 yards. Man's kick from the other side of the logo, which is insane.
That's ridiculous.
And then,
oh yeah,
that's a mock-up. That's not a full.
Oh, that's fucking perfect. That is the best one yet.
It just looks full.
Yeah, that's what you need. I love it. Yeah. That's the best one.
And somehow, with this being so low, almost makes it better for basketball.
Yeah.
Your nosebleeds will be minimized, and you're just going to get more out of it.
Yeah.
So
that's perfect.
So I think that's a good one. Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas.
I'm taking a tour when I'm there in end of April.
Yeah. There's no mock-up for how it's going to look for basketball, but you can only assume.
I'm sure it'll look nice.
Yeah. The all black helps.
Al Davis don't fucking play either.
I was about to say Mark Davis.
Mark Davis, R.I.P.
We're never gonna let him go, bro. And then 2030 is gonna be in.
Fucking garbage. They still owe me $40.
You never made those shirts, did you?
No, fucking bastards. Fuck them. And by the way, nasty, terrible, devilish work by Jerry Jones releasing them allegations during contract negotiations with Dak Prescott. Fucking despicable work by Jerry Jones. Because you know that's what happened.
Yeah.
Nasty. Yeah. Awful.
Yeah.
We see through the ruse, Jerry. You will be looking up on me one day.
Oh, yeah. But, hey, that's...
Fucking hate this.
That's just because he honestly, he's still mad that he didn't get the final for the World Cup.
I can't... Yeah, we had MetLife this.
Yeah. And that's...
God, don't get me started on fucking MetLife.
That's the configuration for basketball.
That's whatever. I mean, it's still...
it's good.
Jerry World, so I can't in good conscience say anything.
This right here is bothering me.
Yeah, it's whatever.
But other than that, my question is, AT&T has this scoreboard. What is the point of putting the other one underneath?
Because the fucking people sitting damn near courtside they're gonna break their neck watching that.
Or you could just watch the court.
Yeah,
if you're that close.
Daryl, let's be honest. You know what year it is. Not to sound like a fucking boomer, but come on.
Yeah, I know. But those are your
fucking Detroit's the best one. What do you want me to say?
No, honestly.
It's the best Final Four.
Yeah, it honestly is. If I'm interested to see this year who actually wins it. I don't know if I'm going to fill out a bracket or not. I haven't done it for the last couple of years.
Bracket, but I'll be in Ocean City for the whole first.
Here's the thing.
That'll be fun.
You can always do those. There's usually some company or some restaurant. Like I remember one year it was Wendy's, where if you pick something, you win like a free snack or something.
Yeah, I might. My fat ass.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my free food. Let's see. So we've done baseball. We've done all that jazz. I'm trying to think what else.
I think we hit pretty much everything.
Oh, real quick. This is kind of off the cuff. UFL.
Hell yeah.
We love the.
You got to go to a game. I went to a couple.
Oh, DC Defenders game.
So fun. It is actually such a time. It is so fun.
Listen, I love Audi Field.
Game in years.
I love Audi Field. I honestly do. So I'm planning on going to that.
It's because everybody there is like ironically diehard about the team, so it feels like it's fucking rowdy, dude.
We just want to see good football in the area, bro. In DC, football in DC.
Oh my god, Gerald, it's so fun, and you're throwing lemons and shit on the field.
Oh yeah, didn't they get in trouble for the beer snake or something?
They got in trouble for the beer snake, so they said they're going to stop serving beers in plastic cups. Like it's going to be like a cup with like a lid or whatever the fuck. I don't know. Something. But they still serve lemonades in the fucthe cups that they used for the beer snake. But they put in a whole lemon in each lemonade.
Yeah.
So they did the beer snake with the lemonade, and then everybody had a lemon in their hand. So anytime there was a bad call from the ref, boom, 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 they stopped the game 3 times to stop throwing lemons. And every time they were like, you better not throw another lemon or we'll cancel the game. And then they did it. They said that like 3 times, and then we kept throwing fucking lemons. And then the defender scored a game-winning touchdown, and one of the players grabbed a lemon off the ground and kissed it and threw it back into the fucking thing. It was funny. It's funny as hell, dude. I love it. It was a great time. And glowing endorsement of the UFO. But my God, Gerald, I tried to watch that championship game, and what a fucking snooze fest. It was.
Here's the
I
thing.
could
It
not get
just
involved at all.
here's what I think. I honestly think they need to organize themselves well enough to say we should become the minor league football of the of the country.
Yeah.
Them joining together was already the first step towards that. I think was a
Yeah.
good idea. And getting rid of some teams and markets that really didn't make any sense. Not that didn't make any sense, but they were only going to get so much out of. I think they got rid of the Generals, which is
No, they
okay.
made a good move. They're definitely their networks aren't going to skip out on free football money. If it's football, someone's going to watch it.
And here's the thing.
If you can bet on it, someone's going to fucking watch it.
And I think what they should do is capitalize on that, and also capitalize on the fact that hey, this is a good opportunity for those of the players who may not have broken out in Heisman quality in college, but prove themselves to be serviceable football players who should be on a team. That's what a minor league is for, is development in it.
Yeah.
So hey, if they can turn themselves like, hey, turn us into like the G League, turn us into a developmental.
Hell yeah.
I can see that being real successful.
I love it.
I think that would be a really good model for them. And also
that and like old NFL players.
Yeah, retirees.
Just combine them. Like in one locker room, you have like fucking Brian Urlacher, and then like some like developmental kids. Like, dude, that would be fucking sick. That would be real bold.
If they want to go for real bold, which they'll never do. But like, you know how in European soccer and World Soccer really, there's this thing called relegation promotion between their minor major league.
Oh my god, do you know how fucking funny it would be if NFL teams got relegated?
Like, think about it. The Seattle Battlehawks beat the Cleveland Browns for promotion into the top flight NFL and send the Browns to the minor leagues. Can you imagine?
Oh my god.
Here's the problem, though. It would cause a riot.
No, yeah, for sure. It would be funny as fuck, though.
Who's the worst team last year?
Worst team in the league. Oh, in the NFL?
Yeah.
Like, man, I don't fucking know. Probably Browns or something.
Worst NFL team 2023.
Cardinals?
According to Stat News. Oh, the Panthers.
Oh, yeah.
Them and their stupid blue.
Yeah.
The Panthers were 2-15. The Commanders and Cardinals and Patriots are all tied for 4-13.
Well, the fucking Giants would have had the first overall pick, but
Giants went 6-11.
Can this cat stop fucking with?
Yeah, I don't let the cats in this room, so not for nothing, but like they would get lost in here. This is basically a storage room in here, so
okay.
If we close the door on them, then they're just gonna pee on everything. We're not dealing with that. All right, last 4 in, first 4 out. It says St. John's, New Mexico, Virginia, and Seton Hall would be the last 4 in. First 4 out would be Indiana State, Pittsburgh, Providence, and Oregon.
Yeah,
that sounds about right. Point is, so imagine at the end of the season, we're like, okay, the Carolina Panthers have been the worst team in the NFL this season, and then the best team in the UFL are the Seattle Battlehawks. They play a 1-game playoff.
That would be so fun.
At a neutral site.
Ford Field.
Oh, no. At that point, that team is already so bad that they're not in the playoffs. That should take the place of the Pro Bowl game.
Yes. Dog, replace the Pro Bowl with UFL champion versus worst record in the league in the NFL and make them play for. Oh my God, Gerald, that would be so fucking funny. We have just created something better than the Super Bowl.
There you go. And then it gives the other team an entire offseason to draft and prepare and get things ready for an NFL season.
And they take the pick.
Oh, because they're an expansion team, basically.
Yeah. That's how you get the NFL team to actually like give a fuck about the game. Other than the threat of, like, don't threaten relegation. They get to take the pick. They just you lose your first round draft pick if you lose the game.
Oh,
God, that would be so fun. That would discourage tanking.
That's true.
Because if you tank for the first overall pick, you have a chance of losing it to the fucking UFL.
I always have a knee-jerk reaction whenever a DC
And then
team.
the UFL gets to draft the number one overall pick. They get draft rights for a year.
I mean, that's what happened with Steve Young with the old XFL or the old USFL.
Bro,
remember?
This is how we solve shitty quarterbacks getting drafted by the Browns and knowing their career is going to die, bro. Because then they play a year in the UFL and they're a fucking free agent.
Or they do a rookie contract. They're probably gonna have to like cap the rookie contract at like 3 years or something.
Yeah,
and be like, okay, you got your 3 years. You can either stay with the Battlehawks and try to help us, or you can get transferred. At that point, you don't have to get redrafted. You're just
either way. You only have to do a year.
Yeah, exactly.
God, that would be so dumb.
Imagine if Trevor Lawrence had developmental league before he got thrown into the blender with Urban Meyer.
Coach.
I am on the record on one of our videos saying I thought the Urban Meyer experiment was going to work.
Yeah, me too. Well,
and then after week 1, I'm like, nah,
that was a fucking crisis.
How did they let it get that bad?
I don't know, dude.
Man didn't even finish the season.
And then this year they crashed out, dude. They lost the last 8 games.
I remember that. They were like on their way.
They were like the 1 seed in the fucking AFC.
Didn't the Vikings do that one year as well? They started 8-0 and then ended up finishing 8-8.
Yeah.
Jeez, man. That's another team that's not going to see success in my lifetime, I don't think. I just
honestly, I don't have
the last flash of hope that I had for anything ever happening to the Vikings was a Stephon Diggs catch.
I am fully could give a fuck about the Vikings. I don't have any ill will towards them, but I also don't want to see them succeed. They're just kind of there.
You beat them. You beat them in the playoffs. What was it, last year or 2 years ago?
Yeah, but they were a fraudulent team. No.
I mean, a playoff win is a playoff win. So
smoked by the Eagles.
Yeah, now you got your QB room is gonna be Danny Dimes, JJ McCarthy, and Tommy DeVito.
I've had this conversation 4 times this week, and it's gotten me progressively more heated.
Why is Tommy DeVito still on that team?
Because it's just the Mara's doing the Mara thing. They're appeasing to the fucking.
I thought it was interesting because here's the thing: as you've noted before, I always have a knee-jerk reaction to any team or anything happening in DC sports related, where they have pictures of the Capitol and stuff like that. And I'm about to say, oh, they don't play there. And then because it's usually for Monday Night Football or Sunday Night Football with the Commanders or something.
Yeah.
No, but the Verizon Center is in DC. So, hey, NC State is a 10 seed in their ACC tournament. Made it to the final with North Carolina. Should be good. Hey, a new Survive in Advance from NC State.
Hell yeah.
By the way, Survive in Advance, my pick for the best 30 for 30 documentary of all time.
Oh yeah. No, it was a good one.
That's a good one. The Jimmy V, the legend of Jimmy V. Jeez, man,
solid, dude. It was good. It was really good.
All right. So, also, I don't know how I got into motorsports recently.
Oh shit.
In general, semi following F1, started following NASCAR.
I get NASCAR tickets through work. We have a partnership with them. Pit road and garage access during races.
We will discuss that later. Oh, can you imagine the We Talk Sports race car?
My God, it's insane. I might go to Dover.
Dover International.
Yeah, maybe, but we'll see.
We'll see. No, but hey,
I gotta go to one before I can bring people.
The what?
I got to go to one like supervised before I can break people.
Oh yeah, of course. Nah, that's understandable. But yeah, motorsports. They're a lot more entertaining than I thought it would be because I used to rag on NASCAR for years, and F1 was always just snooty stuff for me. But I've recently realized it's just a
F1's
bunch.
dope.
It's
F1's
just a
dope.
it's just a pile of bullshit in the background, which makes every single race hilarious.
Yeah.
And then IndyCar is actually fun to watch. You know what I was thinking? IndyCar has their tracks around because they look like F1 cars, but they're American, so like whatever. Indianapolis 500, first of all, great race.
Oh yeah.
But do you remember? Because they have Grand Prix tracks, which are like turns left and right inside parts of a city. They had a St. Petersburg Grand Prix to start things off in Florida, which I thought, well, the tires were probably going to burn off the car at that point, but whatever.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking, do you remember? And this was years ago, and we probably didn't like do sports like we do now. Do you remember when there used to be a Baltimore Grand Prix?
Yes.
How did that get approved?
Bro, it was dope.
No, it was good, but how did that get approved? I would not send a multi-million-dollar, possibly billion-dollar industry to Baltimore for
anything
for neutral sites.
Yeah. No.
Although,
when is DC going to give like a? Well, they would have gotten an NBA All-Star weekend if they had built a new stadium.
Because now NBA All-Star games happen. When did NBA All-Star games start happening at stadiums?
I don't fucking know.
I don't, because a lot of them, like I said, a lot of them don't do good in that setting. Also, dunk contest is dead.
Yeah.
There's no reason.
Like it would be cool to go.
I get that. Oh, I did see that a shoe-in preferred to host for the 2027 All-Star MLB All-Star game would be Camden Yards.
That's what really needs to fucking happen.
That's what needs to happen.
Dude, the Derby at Camden Yards.
Just
the
standing room tickets on Utah Street alone.
Yes.
Just imagine you're sitting eating Boog's barbecue and you catch a home run.
God, that would be so sick. Yes.
And here's the thing, you know how everyone has their new theming for all the uniforms and everything? Like everyone has like a touch that's based on the uniforms and all that of the home team. What would the theming be like for an Orioles branded All-Star game?
I mean, hopefully they keep orange and black.
No, they keep orange and black, but do you use like your cartoon? Does everyone use their cartoonish logos? Because everyone has like a cartoonish logo.
Yeah. I would say so. Yeah, that would be sick.
Like the Athletics have the elephant.
Yeah.
Also, talking about sports tragedies.
Bad. Yeah.
The Oakland Athletics. Everyone seems to be in agreement in baseball, at least. The fans seem to be in agreement. No matter what happens, if you play the Oakland Athletics, obviously you still want to beat them, but you're going to sell the team the entire game.
Oh, well, yeah.
Because
fuck the ownership group for that, dude. That is
and Rob Manfred.
Thank God
Rob Manfred has done every possible thing to ruin the sport of baseball.
Well, he's adding 2 expansion teams before he retires in 5 years. You got to figure Nashville's on there.
Nashville's one of them. I heard Salt Lake City wants one.
You put a fucking team in Salt Lake. They have everything else except football.
I don't know though. I don't know if I want Salt Lake City.
Yeah, but
I
guess you gotta put it somewhere. You gotta make the league.
Where else would you? I would just give Oakland their if an expansion team
Pittsburgh doesn't have a basketball team.
Huh?
Pittsburgh doesn't have a basketball team.
Yeah, but they have the Pirates.
I said a basketball team.
Oh. I'm not talking about.
Oh, never mind. I forgot. I got my leaks. Yeah, I got.
I'm about to say, what the hell are you talking about?
No. I forgot. I got tripped up when we were talking basketball for a second.
No, listen. We're in agreement. We're in agreement. you need 4 choices for expansion on each of those because you need at
Oh,
least
yeah,
2 teams competing,
Dallas.
1 for each division.
Is there a team in San Antonio?
A baseball team?
Yeah.
No, but you
There's
have
hot shit down there, dude.
yeah, but they don't have the stadium ready. That's the thing. They would actually have to build from scratch because they're not playing at the Alamo Dome.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't fucking know.
Jacksonville?
Jacksonville.
You know MLB loves their Florida.
Oh yeah. Carolina. Is there a Carolina team?
No. Durham or Charlotte. I mean, it would set up a natural rivalry with the
Check
Braves.
this. Oh no, but the fucking Reds kind of have Kentucky. I was gonna say Louisville would be fucking. Well, no, they have the fucking Cardinals. No, wait,
They're
okay,
both college.
bro. I keep getting my fucking leagues confused.
Okay, so let's set this up. Your top 4 cities for NBA basketball expansion teams. Number 1 on the list is Seattle.
Seattle, yes,
Bring
Seattle,
back the Sonics.
Vegas, Seattle, and Vegas.
Yeah, that would be a number 2 as well. Vegas, because the T-Mobile Arena is ready.
Yeah, Seattle and Vegas. Then maybe Pittsburgh, Baltimore. Can one of them be move the Wizards to Baltimore?
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
give DC a new team. I would do that.
No.
Oh, don't give them back a team.
Just put a team in like Richmond. If you wanted to. If you still want to have like a Virginia team, then put a team in fucking Richmond.
Nah, not every state deserves a pro team.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
NFL. I wouldn't do NFL expansion right now. I think we're good with where we are.
Because they're gonna want to do some international bullshit.
That's what I mean. No, what about MLB? MLB expansion
Nashville's gonna be beautiful fucking
Nashville. Nashville, I've heard great things about Nashville. I think that'd be good. I can see Salt Lake. Maybe give Oakland another team.
You could get with that stadium though. If they did the stadium right in Salt Lake.
Oh yeah.
It could be a beautiful fucking stadium.
Well, it'd be almost like the Rockies.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know Carolina.
Carolina, yeah. I would say Nashville number 1. Montreal
would be good.
Montreal would be good. Maybe I'd say Oakland, my number 3. Give Oakland back a team. And then number 4 would have to be, what's on the map? Jacksonville. I think that's a pretty solid lineup for top 4 options for 2 expansion teams. International doesn't count if it's Canada, if I'm being honest.
No.
Because let's think about it. Vancouver.
But like a baseball team with the Hornets colors, they could pull it off.
That, yes. By the way, we got to go to a Savannah Bananas game.
Yes.
They're coming to Nationals Park.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I heard.
Bet.
Yeah, we got to head out there because Savannah Bananas are great. You hear that? Did you see they had Greg Maddux on the mound or something?
Yeah. Fucking ridiculous shit.
It's the Bananas.
Roger Clemens they had.
Yeah, Roger Clemens.
Like, what the
fuck? He threw 2 pitches and closed out the inning.
Yeah. Shit.
But all right. I'm not going to do NHL expansion because I'll be honest.
I don't give a shit.
Not that I don't. I like the NHL, but I can appreciate the sport. However, it's definitely not something I'm well versed in.
No.
But go Capitals for me. Go Rangers for you.
It goes.
And lastly, let's see here. I'm trying to think. Is there any other breaking news? We broke news. You said who was it that got a 10-day contract?
Isaiah Thomas.
Okay.
Significance.
I was about to say it doesn't seem all that exciting to you.
New jerseys, bro. Because I got a good one. It's 34, right?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
I can't really think of anything else happening right now. I still don't get the Russell Wilson thing. I really don't. I don't understand why they went through with that.
It's weird. That whole thing is weird.
Now, Mac Jones going to the Jaguars, I think, could be something. But I still don't think he's NFL ready. He needs the right system around him.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, to finish things off like we usually do, we are at episode number 34, which is insane. Simply because we're inconsistent. However, since it's 34, we are looking for the best player in each jersey number at the end of every episode. PJ, what league of choice would you like?
You fucking know me. It's going to be a Knicks player.
Going to be the Knicks player in the NBA. I'll go with MLB.
All right. You go first.
All right. So let's see here. Player. The reality is there's a lot of different options.
Yeah.
So, you got to consider everything that goes around.
Or you could just choose a personal favorite.
See, I don't have a lot of personal favorites. That's it. You obviously can think of anybody. You can think of anybody, but oh man, I'm gonna go with someone random. Homer Bailey. There you go.
All right, boom. Mine's the GOAT, Charles Oakley.
The man who stood up to James Dolan.
Fucking a hero amongst men. A champion.
I remember that.
Well, he's not a champion for the Knicks, but he is a champion of the fans.
Hey, yo, NC State's out to an 11-4 lead on North Carolina right now.
Yeah.
And shooting to 3. And it's good, actually. 14-4. How about that? 10 points up. But anyway, hopefully it won't be too long before our next one. I'm not going to set a time date on that because our schedules are all sorts of up in the air all the time. But we do have to do this again soon.
Oh yeah, for sure. If NBA playoff time.
NBA playoff time.
I'll add some live footage from Game 1 at the Garden.
I'll check that with our lawyers first to make sure we're not going to get like copyright stricken for illegal NBA stuff like that. No, I know. I'm just joking. But anyway, that being said, he has been and continues to be PJ Dolan, and I am Jared Mendoza, and we will catch you on the next one. Just keep an eye out for it. See y'all later.